Hello, and welcome to a new episode with your host, Vinney Chopra. I'm so excited to have you here as we dive deep into the world of real estate investing, syndications, abundance mindset, and building generational wealth. We are excited to be in the top 1.5% of the real estate podcasts, got number 11 actually out of top 50 real estate syndication podcasts. Thanks to you. Each episode, we bring powerful insights, expert guests, and actionable strategies to help you take your investing game to the next level. Whether you are a seasoned investor or just getting started, if you love what you hear, please take a moment to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and follow me on social media so that we can never miss an episode. Your support helps us continue sharing valuable content with more people like you. Now let's jump into today's episode. Thank you. I'm back again, Vinney Chopra. I hope you're really liking all the social media postings and the blogs and my YouTube channel, my 2 weekly shows with the abundance mindset with Walter and I, Thursday morning, 9 a.m. and then 9 a.m. again, Vinney and Bo show and the podcast and everything. Thank you so much. I've got a great guest and a great friend, Mike Desrosiers is here. I hope I pronounced your last name okay. Mike lives very close to Desrosiers. There we go. And he's in Alamo, California. I'm in Danville, Blackhawk. We have been great friends. And actually, I just spoke at the BAMM, which is Bay Area Multifamily and More, into all different assets. And so I was very excited to be there with lots of great people, 50, 60, 70 people. I don't know how many were there. They were amazing. Welcome, Mike. Thank you so much. And Mike is the CEO and managing partner of the Growth Capital Group, a ranch group of the managing partner also. And current assets are 428 units right there in Missouri, 88 units in Galveston. Oh, I know that place because I own something nearby there, Galveston actually. And then 60 units, College Park, Texas, and Nevada, and all over. His expertise is so much into 32 years of experience in real estate, in investing and management, and how to vet deals, how to find the real deals, how to build teams. So you're in for a big treat. Mike, thank you for joining me in the studio, and tell us more. How did you get into real estate, and just how did you get started? Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Vinney. I'm so happy to be part of your podcast. You're an amazing host. I just want to say you were at our BAMM event just earlier this week and just wowed the crowd. Everybody was extremely excited. We had a very full room and your high energy just came right through to the crowd. Everybody absolutely loved it. So thank you for that.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure. This is my third time, I think. Yeah, one time on Zoom. We did it and one live, and now we are live again, which is fabulous.
Yes, yeah. Interesting that we live so close together, which I did not know until I followed you for a long time, as well as seeing you up on stage at Ultimate Partnering with in front of 1,000 people and then buying your book and watching your podcast. Then to find out you live pretty much in the same town that I do is amazing.
So good to have you. And I'm so excited to see your success. And I hope we can give some really good pointers to the followers, to people who are viewing us and listening to us. What were some of the hardships you had to go through to be at a position where you are now? That might be a good one. This way people can learn from that. Yeah.
Yeah, hardships, it's full of them. There's no doubt about it. And in a way, I'm proud of that because I'm a business guy. I've been a business guy all my life. I've been 35 years in the advertising and promotion business, as well as real for a fact, and as well too, coming from your background. If you don't hit that school of hard knocks, it's about to happen. If it hasn't, anybody that says, oh yeah, I've never had a problem, it's about to happen because it happens to everybody. And it's really about how you react to it, not whether it happens or not. With all the properties, 16 properties that I'm involved with, we've had I won't say everything because I've heard worse stories, but everything from the fires to the occupancy issues to hurricanes in Galveston, all the things that happen. Again, it's how you react and how you handle it. It's all fixable, and it's just a matter of getting in and taking care of it right away and not waiting and making sure you're with a team that pivots quickly when needed. And you know that, right? You're king of that.
NASA property. You just brought back my memories with my villas. As what was the name of it? 150 units, beautiful renovations of 4 million. And no, Katrina came or whatever. There was a big flooding, and 53 of my units got flooded there, the
Wow.
lower ones.
Yeah.
And they were just beautiful units. And we went through all that. I also own 135 units in just above Galveston. There is a town, oh my gosh, Texas City? Texas
Yeah.
City, I
Texas
think.
City. Sure. Yeah.
You brought back my memories there. We got a
Yeah.
little bit flooding there too. I've been through all that, just like you're
Yeah.
saying. But the thing is to just keep your attitude up and look at what's right for the residents, what's right for the team, staff, because we were always self-managing over there in Texas and all
Mm.
the other portfolios in Florida and over there in Georgia and all. Sure.
Yeah. That's all. Galveston, we've had similar issues. We had a hurricane in and blew off 23 air conditioning units off of the roof.
Oh
Literally
my,
picked them up and took them onto the ground, right?
wow.
As well as a covered parking structure. It took the roof. So it was a tin cover, but took them off. And it was, at the time, it felt like a disaster, but we fixed them all and got through it and worked with the tenants. It's all about making the tenants happy. And,
Yes.
that's the good side of this business, that
Yeah.
you're not just raising rents and trying to squeeze every nickel. You do that, but
Mhm.
the good side of it is that you're trying to make the place a better place to live for the
Yeah.
tenant and
Yep.
increasing, not only does it increase the lifestyle for the tenants and the environment,
Mhm.
obviously that helps increase the value of the property as well. So that's the good news that comes out of that.
Totally.
We
Now
got brand
you've
new air
been,
conditioners and even new roofing.
I know, isn't it true? I was going to say that sometimes these things they look bad, but the insurance, when proper insurance is there, you're able to get brand new air conditioning units, brand new roof, like you said. Same thing happened with me. Like in Georgia, we had a fire. Just the third month, I bought 367 units or something. Then the middle section, somebody left their grill or something, and so we were able to get a public defender. Is it? I think something. They were able to represent me to get the maximum from the insurance company, because insurance company many times don't want to pay you. They want
That's right.
premiums, but
Yeah.
they don't want to pay you. And this
Yeah.
clause, that clause here, there. I think it's called not public defender, it's called something else. Insurance, they represent you or whatever.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then they were able to really do well for us, which is true. How about like managing? I know your general partners, your other partners, what kind of some nuggets you will share, because each one's personality is different. How do you meet to submit KPIs, and how is the whole structure set up? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Again, it's really being connected with the property because it is different for each property. I'm
Mhm.
involved in some student housing property in Waco, and that's kind of operated obviously completely different. A property in Galveston or in Fort Worth and so on. But it's knowing your tenant base, knowing the kind of tenants that are in there and what type of value add would be beneficial to them that they would be interested in. We've had some successes with installing washer and dryers in the units where we had hookups. We had some
Mhm.
successes in the valet trash where a service
Yep.
comes in and puts a trash can in front of every door every night and uses it. And some of
Yep.
those have been very successful for us, adding covered parking, some
Mm.
via private paid parking where they can pay if it's a large parking
Yep.
lot and maybe
Totally.
they can park closer to the unit.
The unit. Yep.
But
Yep.
some properties won't warrant that. They don't want to pay for that. So you have to go into other things and just maintenance is a big issue. I'm very strong on that. I push to not have any maintenance orders outstanding very long because that's
Good.
satisfaction is
Huge.
these days, and that helps you
Totally.
rent your units. And
Yeah.
if tenants are giving
Mhm.
reports on the property, that's going to help other tenants move. I know for me, and I would do
Totally.
the same, right?
Yeah.
Anytime we buy something significant, we'll go and try to look at reviews or see
of the
online.
others.
And it's the same thing with apartments. So it's really important to have strong communication with your tenants. The property manager should, not me, but
Yeah.
it's the asset manager is just basically managing the manager, right? And so you just got
Yep.
to make sure that they're
Mhm.
doing those things. Adding some services. The new one that we've started using AI is an AI assistant, which answers the phone 24 hours a day by
Mhm.
the tenants and
Mm.
manage any maintenance issues. It comes back and holds a full conversation with you. It'll say, "Can I help you?
Nice.
What is the problem?" So my toilet is clogged. It'll come back and say, "Oh, we're very sorry about that. We'll get right on it." And it actually connects to the maintenance man's schedule. It can actually
Mhm.
schedule an appointment for tomorrow or whatever, depending on the severity of
Yep.
the problem. And also another agent that answers the phone on any Facebook ads or for advertising that we have out there. And that way we never miss a call.
I love it. I think it's so exciting to see AI being used. Yeah, and it's just the beginning. It's going to become so much more useful and efficient ways to be able to service well. I always say residents, never say tenants. Residents are gold. Then our team members are gold because their productivity and efficiency at the property really brings really good satisfaction for their job satisfaction and gives them time to work on the right things. And then, of course, the portals for our investors are getting bigger and better, and all those, which is exciting. Yeah.
That's also extremely important in
Yeah.
relations and keeping connections with them. And so that will help out as well too, because it gets hard. Sometimes
It does.
you're on 15, 16 different properties and you have different co-GPs and different portals and different
Yeah.
things. And right, you're having to communicate and you getting the information, then turning around and try to send it to your investors and so forth. So it can be hard, but AI can help with that a lot too. I'm seeing that now.
Hi friends, this is Vinney Chopra from here in Danville, California. And you might be saying, hey Vinney, what are these over here? I wrote this book a few years back, Apartment Syndication Made Easy. It became top seller. I came from India with $7 in my pocket. It says 500 million. It's going to be 1 billion very soon, very soon. I'm right at about 850, 900 million. And then I'm ready for the next billion. Actually, you will see that happening, 2 billion in this book also. The other book I wrote, which has been a very big positivity, has been my life. Always, I've been married 43 years with 2 children, and the beauty is to be positive, the mindset that can take you to all the places in the world. And that's the book that also became big seller. My third book, Senior Assisted Living, is coming. So do yourself a favor, go ahead and click the link below to get free copies, audio copies of these books, even printed copies of these books. Printed means digital if you can't afford it, but I would highly recommend for you to get these or go to Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon. I got it in soft cover, in hardcover, in Kindle, in audio, also the Spanish version of this book also. So let's crush it, guys. I know you can be successful. I know you can do the kind of things that you want to do in life and have the streams of income and know how to really, educate yourself so that you could become a strong force in this world in real estate. I know you can. So take that step. Don't just be on the sideline. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your education.
Totally. Let me ask you a question then. Do you hold like quarterly meetings, or do you do just updates? You do it through the portal and the investors come in? And also when you buy new things, what are your processes of raising money? Because each 16 different assets have different investors probably,
Yes.
and your different partners too, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all different. They're all separate individual LLCs. And so I do have some partners that are on multiple different properties, but sometimes there's other, partners that are involved with that as well too. So yeah, it's important. And even some of them use different portals, like not all use the same online system, right? Because they already had it and they're bringing it in. And
Totally.
so yeah, I always prefer quarterly update. Certainly when it gets started, when the property starts to stabilize, you go to a monthly update. When it stabilizes, going to a quarterly.
Sure.
We've had Zoom calls with investors sometimes when we feel like that's a better thing, or some operators like to do just the Zoom, and then they'll record it and send that out to all of the investors.
Yeah.
We've done some investor days at properties, which has also been terrific.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've done that several times at several different properties, and that even after the capital raise is done, right? And just it's a
It's
great
good business. It's
PR.
really, yeah,
Yeah,
very
it's
good
great investor
PR.
relations. Yeah, so you
Very
invite
good,
all the investors to come in,
Yeah.
that we meet at the property, we walk
Yeah.
some of the units, we show some of the renovated units, the non-renovated
Yeah.
units. You show the good and the bad in the property and kind of discuss the things that we've done. And they really just love that because they see exactly what's happening with their investment. And then we'll go off site to a restaurant or a brewery or something, and we'll bring in maybe a speaker or two. We just did it up in Portland where we had the broker that sold us the property, the real estate broker, and he talked about Portland and talked about the market and how great the
Nice.
property was. We had another lender come in and speak about that. The owner of the property management company actually came in and spoke and just talked a little bit about their process for property management. So it was a really fun day. Investors love it. We had investors that flew in just for the day and had a day of education and seeing that.
I love it. Love it. It's so important that we make our investors comfortable and make sure that they are able to see if they are not able to go. I know a lot of times when I was managing large portfolios, it's harder to get lots of investors fly in several locations. But I would really bring lots of pictures from the property itself through the management and everything and put them in the PowerPoint,
Yeah.
lots of them, so that they feel good that they almost were there, kind of meeting the staff, their pictures, and what the curb appeal, whatever capex dollars we were spending, we were putting those pictures in the quarterly update videos.
Yeah,
So
they
that's
love seeing
wonderful.
pictures. They love seeing.
Yeah, they love to see. What else could you say are some of the challenges that you are facing and your partners are facing now in 2025 September?
Yeah. Of course, the interest rates has been challenging here this last couple of years. We did have some bridge loans and we've been fighting that with variable interest rate. But again, you just pivot, you don't give up, you just keep going at it. And we've had some really good success in negotiating with the lenders and helping us out, some better than others, but they don't all do that. But all you can
Yeah,
do is just do your best job and stay with it. And
yeah.
as far as you're feeling good about yourself, as long as you're putting in your best foot forward and trying to stay on top of it as much as possible. Never stick your hand in the sand, for sure.
So true. Again, the biggest thing is, to be so clear, very transparent with the investors, and investors know too that they hear, watch, look at in the social media all the things happening, and the interest rates and the insurance costs have gone up,
Yes.
property taxes have gone
Yes.
up, and it was just mind blowing. I remember the one property we bought in Tennessee, the mortgage went from 28,000 to 72,000 over
Yes.
the course of 1 year. And fortunately, our business plan was to increase the rents. We bought it because we knew the rents are about half they should be at. So
Mhm.
we were able to actually take care of the mortgage. Of course, the cash flow went through the window, but all that was going to the interest, and then we were able to get the locked in at a lower interest rate. This is, I think, 3, 4 years back, and
Yeah.
then we sold the asset. But you're right, yeah. What else can you think of? How do you start your day? Maybe some inspiration that the viewers or the watchers can really see how Mike handles such a big portfolio.
Yes, absolutely. I start my day with inspiration. I'm a big advocate of positive reading, and whether that's spiritual or just positive mental thinking, but you've got to keep yourself up each and every day.
So true.
Along with exercise, I know you and I
Yeah.
have been on calls and it was made fun. I think the first 3 Zoom calls we had, you were walking the neighborhood holding the phone while you're talking to me. And I'm like, I got to be doing that too. Next time I got to be walking too. And then we both can be walking and getting exercise. But that's fantastic. You've got to do that, obviously. It is the body's lotion.
True. That's so true. And the gratitude, I call it like miracle morning, like really aligning yourself, getting ready for the day and doing gratitude and exercise, like you said, and eating healthy, all those kind of things. So
Yes,
it
all the
just
things.
keeps you really excited and inspirational. It's so important to really set our minds every morning and be able to look at appointments and what's happening and thinking time where the companies are going and things like that, all those things. How
For
about
sure.
reading? Reading any particular books you're reading now
I've
that you
got a
share?
couple on my desk because I'm going to be traveling here actually the next 3 weeks. I'm going to be doing some
Yeah.
traveling. So I've got some books that I'm going to bring on that. But I'm trying to think, the last one I read was called Flip the Script. Uh,
Oh,
and who's sorry, but I
uh,
can't think of the writer.
no worries.
But it was interesting because it just talks about Flip the
Yeah.
Script. And he was a hostage negotiator back in the day. And he just talked about how to turn things around to make,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow,
make
wow.
things happen for him.
Interesting. That could be something really good to see how he kept the perspective and how he was able to flip it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
because I think in a lot of this, it is all about how you project it. And when you're
Yeah.
talking to investors, and not that you ever want to mislead or try to hype anybody
Mhm.
up, but I like to present it in the way that I would want to be presented. And I don't need to hear all the great things and not the negatives, but I
Yeah.
definitely want to hear the great things. I want to hear what the possible potential income is, or potential revenue and the return on investment and all these kinds of things. I'm also big on the story of the property itself. We have a
Mm.
couple properties that, Waco, for instance, we have 2 student housing properties that are literally right on the steps of Baylor University. One is right across the street and the other's a block away from that. And they've
Mm.
just made really good stories going into it. And in turn, they're both properties that have done extremely well. And I'm sure we're going to exit out of those. The investors are going to do extremely well on that.
Oh, excellent. It's been such a pleasure, Mike, having you on the podcast. And how can people reach you?
Thanks,
Huh?
Vinney. They can on all over social media for sure, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. My website is Growth Cap Today, as in Growth Capital Group. And there's a link on there that they can actually schedule calls with me direct and reach out through LinkedIn or Facebook. And I make myself pretty available. Happy to
Nice.
discuss real estate with anybody. I love talking about it, and it's a great subject. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time, Mike, to be on the show and really appreciate you. And again, thanks for inviting me to BAMM, which is your great organization, and it's getting bigger. And
It
it was
is
so
growing.
wonderful
Yeah.
to have sponsors join in. Please go ahead.
Once a
What about
month,
that?
we have that
Yeah.
on the, right now it's on the 3rd Tuesday of every month in Danville,
Yeah.
California, in the San Francisco Bay Area. And obviously it's free for anybody to join. We get
Yeah.
combination that's not just all big operators. We have people that have a lot of experience. We have people that have no experience. And they just show
Yeah.
up for the networking with like-minded people, the
Yep.
education. When we have speakers that come in, you're amazing. Everybody was super excited with what you were sharing. And just a place to gather like that. It's very good. So everybody's welcome to come.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Mike. And you have a blessed afternoon, and we'll see you again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Dear friends, this is Vinney Smile Chopra. I am so glad you're listening to the episode. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Please share it with others who can really benefit also. Can I ask you a favor? Just a small favor. Less than a minute, if you could give 5-star reviews on iTunes or Stitcher, that'll go a long way. We are one of the top podcasts in real estate now in the nation, but it will really help a lot if you gave 5-star reviews, and we'll bring a lot more great content for you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, and see you in the next episode. God bless you. Bye-bye. Wow, what an incredible conversation today. I hope you got tons of value from this episode. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and follow me on social media to stay updated on all the things real estate, investing, abundance mindset, and wealth creation. If you're an accredited investor looking for exclusive investment opportunities, be sure to join our elite Monil Investors Club at vinnychopra.com/invest, where we share details of our future projects. quick disclaimer, we are not selling any securities, and this podcast is strictly for educational and information purposes only. The opinions shared by our guests are their own and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Always do your own due diligence and consult with a financial professional before making any investment decisions. Thank you again for tuning in. Until next time, keep smiling, keep investing, and keep making a massive impact. God bless you.
Be sure to listen to Mr. Smiles next week with more golden nuggets and top-notch coaching tips. You can reach him by going to VinneyChopra.com. Be sure to like, comment, and share to show everyone how Mr. Smiles has brought your apartment syndication business to the next level.